Hello. It's me, your boy, Migraine. Having a migraine since this morning. So we're gonna attempt to do this incredibly shitty challenge that is incredibly dumb, and I don't know why I've subjected myself to this. Alright, where are we going? Off to Summerford. We cannot attune to it. Well, there's no point attuning to it, but might as well anyway. What are we going out the front? God, part of me like wants to just start teleporting immediately, but I can't handle it. I can't handle it. It's not even the right person. Alright, onward we go. Out to Summerford. In the foggy fucking weather. Make sure Carbuncle is on heal, because good lord, that fucking goddamn Carbuncle. I'm gonna greatly appreciate Topaz Carbuncle when I get it. 30% of your HP, Jesus Christ. We are praying for glittering Topaz to work. This is going to be like the make sure you're 5 eye levels. So I'm probably going to have to equip an item to be able to use it. This is the one. Oh boy. Heading to the next quest, yeah. Alright, this is like I need to equip a minimum item level, and seeing as there's no other way to bypass it. This is like the first hurdle of the current rule set, so... yeah, I literally need just one thing to bump me up, so... does that not bump me up? Oh my god, that does not bump me up. I guess that also is technically cheating because I used like the EXP boost item. But that was to accept that quest, so... refinement is in need. So, just to preface, things I've done before starting up today's stream is that, hunting log rank 1, and the introductory quests for things. In the form of the first couple of class quests and first couple of MSQ quests. Now let's see if I can survive this. This is going to take some time. Dies to eating all the AoEs while we run and we pray to God we don't fucking die. There's a reason why I'm playing Summoner, and that's to speed up this process. Oh yeah, hang on, I gotta turn off that, right? I gotta, no buffs. No Brilliant Conviction, get the fuck out of here. Too late, Omega Cheetah. Yeah, I gotta remember to have like a fucking buff. Starter. To be honest, this is the test trial, so I don't know like the defined spots where things pop up. And it's this particular section that's going to be the big, like, finding things out. And how to, successfully navigate this dangerous area. This is going to be a big scary part here. This... We did it. Truly challenging. I was saying, rule changes that have to be made are, for flying purposes. I think once you get through an area, in its entirety, so like if you were to get through all of the, like if you were to get the end of A Realm Reborn, right, flying is acceptable. A Realm Reborn probably not so much, but like Heavensward, because you need it to get to the Aetherochemical Research Facility to be able to progress the story once you get Midgard, when you get Midgardsormr as a mount. And when it comes to like getting the crafted gear to be able to do like the minimum eye level section, or like the minimum eye level parts of this run, you would need it to be able to get those nodes. And I think at that point, once you're at the point where you're in that section of the game, like flying is kind of acceptable because you're not at a point where you're at risk to dying to running into a pack of mobs, you know? Define 7 and cast doubt on his actions. No, I only played, I started playing at like when 3.1 came out. I played till 3.2 and then I stopped after I did a... My story is started playing in 3.1 came out, played till 3.2, did a Sephiroth normal, died 3 times, said sorry for dying so much, and then proceeded to not play the game again. And then I came back in 3.4, I logged in, my FC had changed the FC tag, and I didn't really notice anyone. And then I said, why is our FC tag changed? And they go, oh, this person died. And I was like, oh, and I felt real awkward about it, so I backed out and nuked my character from orbit. Fucking, I was, Toxic Industry from chat, who's been around for ages. I was playing Destiny with him, and he ended up getting me into his FC. There. And I stuck with that FC all the way until, I had a falling out with the FC lead and ended up joining Sky. And that was like, I had met Kyo by that time and stuff, so... Was it until, AlphaScape did I meet Kyo met me and came into my chat and watched me prog. And then from there it was like, meeting all you guys. No. Yo, new class quest, Poggers. Oh shit, we got Iggy Assault 1. Because I only did casual raiding and Deltascape, and then I started progressing faster and faster as like my Deltascape group went into Sigma. We started progressing faster. Fuck. It was Deltascape, like, then into Sigmascape, and then Sigmascape is when one of the groups in my FC, that was with like the FC leader that was a faster progging group, was looking for a tank replacement, and I was looking to improve in terms of like more consistent rating and whatnot. It's just like, I guess, what is it? It was all of like the end of Stormblood raiding, and then into like Eureka and BA was where I probably like first encountered a lot of you guys actually in the BAPS crew. and like the second runs for that. Then after that I knew like I really wanted to make sure that I did Bozja, like the next kind of Eureka content. I was free to do it, and I made sure I was free for Castrum, and I made sure I was free for all of that. Yeah, that's dangerous. Physic gaming. I mean, that's all we got. Do that. Wee. Get my black loam. Fucking get it, you fucking stupid animals, like dun 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 dun. Alright, we did it. We doed it. So the real question is whether or not I'm gonna be able to do the the fucking, oh no. Do the level 15 quest without like any additional items, because you literally cannot upgrade your gear if you start in LIMSA if you're doing these presets, unless you like want to explicitly allow yourself to equip level 15 gear if you start in LIMSA. So part of me kind of wants to test whether or not I can do it. And that's what this like whole first run is about. But if this character ends up dying, we'll probably start as a black mage in Uldar, so that way we have access to moving around early and getting gear. I find it funny that like I like uploaded this challenge list to Reddit, and like everyone's kind of like, it's like, ooh, why do you have like it so that if you die you have to reset? It's out of your control. It's like, dog, isn't this like supposed to be some bullshit like hard challenge? Everyone wants like soft permadeath rolls. It's like, dude, I'm fucking stupid. What do you want from me? I think the main concern when it comes to Duty Finder for all of the stuff would definitely be a lot of like early game mechanic, or like a lot of mechanics that can result in one shot. So like the big meme is like Tidal Wave. I mean, if Steps of Faith still had its hard-esque difficulty that it originally had, quote unquote, that would be one. Chrysalis is one. Chrysalis is one where it could definitely go tits up with meteor damage, especially if you get new tanks, because everyone gets knocked off. Yeah, that's why, like, I know we're just gonna see Rip Run right at the end. Well, so the thing is, I said to the 5.0 story, so I said to Hades purely because of like where it sits. But I think the extended challenge mode, what I would do is I would do 5.3 as a victory lap, I guess. Here's one that's going to be a challenge. Level 13, I'm only level 11. Oh boy. It's over level 10. Oh, it doesn't even hit for jack shit. It's for like a whopping total of 3. What the fuck? Oh, hang on a second. Buff. No, that really doesn't do much. I need to put a brilliant conviction. I need to like have a buff macro remover. Or buff remover macro. You're strong enough to withstand this. Whoa! Wacky! Hashtag smile. Very true. Is that like a legitimate thing Mr. Yedicus Finch has installed? Is my center out of that? Hog. After seeing that, like, fucking, that add-on that gives you, like, your exact hitbox. I don't know what a macro is. Concern. Okay, that was one that I was somewhat a bit cautious about, but definitely not as bad. I think it's the Void Scent one that's going to be the big one. Oh boy, walking everywhere. I have to fill the void, I have to talk. It's wild, isn't it? That's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to play Dragoon. Is because you would have backflip, so you'd be able to go like real fast. Oh, I've got like this unlocked, but I'll do it when I hit a wall. Right now it is a so far so good kind of situation. Alright, can't the bargain gun. Silence. It's like I'll need to equip the dress shoes to go into the ball. In rooms now available. Excellent. Yo, guild lives. Excellent. Gonna keep using that until you make it to the end and go, I did it, I beat it legit. Yeah, pretty much. I really think that, like, to make this run slightly more bearable would be to allow, like... No, you have to walk there. Nah, the boats and ferries are allowed in my existing rule set at the minute, and that's because you would get... Like, I don't know, they're still technically, like, forms of travel, and you have limited gil, I guess. You end up using airships anyway as part of the narrative, so... I don't know. I feel like... There's not like a huge time save, and it's not like boats that you have to be on to get on. You can just use it whenever. If I wanted to make this like less absurd, I'd make it so that you could teleport in aetherites within cities to just get around faster, since it's an enclosed network. You want to try to find like the mix of enjoyable, but also tedium. Everyone's got their fucking carbuncles out on the line. What is this, the fucking DMV for carbuncles? Except using my Ironmans, yeah. I mean, like, the thing is, this doesn't stick completely to the traditional Ironman rule set that exists in WoW, because you're, like, crafting stuff, you have to do, like, trades and whatnot to be able to gear up. Since this is technically like a hybrid Amish Ironman run. Because you get item level locked pretty quick. And when it comes to crafting, you would get to the point where you can't equip certain pieces of gear. When you say grey items, do you mean just like grey pieces of gear? Because like, grey pieces of gear that like the enemies drop seem like it, like same rarity as just a, yeah, no, I get it, but like, I mean, is it like level appropriate gear that they drop? You know? So you just have like a natural gearing progression from just killing mobs. Because if that's the case, it seems like Iron Man's there. Sometimes they drop at your level. So like even a chance, like I feel like it's... You don't get enemies that drop gear in this game. Unless you count trials in which you open a coffer at the end. But here it's like you have to craft it all the way up. Like the Amish run and the Iron Man run kind of fuse together at a point. So it's like it's hand in hand, and the Final Fantasy Iron Man would be different to a WoW Iron Man in quite a few ways. But this isn't really about like being like stringently stuck to the WoW way of doing this. It's more just like, alright, this is the basis for it. See, it's like fire shards and stuff. Yo, we got Raise, alright. If only we can self-cast Raise. It's very weird when you start flying and you see those fucking, like, spots. Yeah, it's very different is what we're trying to get at with, like, the systems in game present themselves in such a way in which you only get access to certain things. That's why I kind of question whether or not, like, quest gear would be allowed, but then quest gear would just make it too easy, I think. Because you just have access to quest gear constantly. What's the potency on down bursts? 100 versus 180. Okay, so actually using down burst is a waste at the moment. Where is it? Dot. Okay, so it's literally just use that in an AoE circumstance. I mean, given that we're probably just going to be using Topaz Carbuncle for a majority of, like, any kind of low-level instance stuff, we'll deal with it. Yeah, playing like a... I'm going to deal with you first. It's the one thing I don't like about Carbuncle is that it's out to kill me. Get you. Get you. Get you. Oh, danger. Danger, danger. But yes, that is dangerous. Gust is like 100% going to get you, like, most people killed in the early game if you were to do it. Don't know whether or not I put Chocobo Porters as off the table, but I guess since it's a mount, it's like, you can't really accept it. I don't know what you guys would think about having to pay for, like, mount privileges. Yeah, it would speed up the process a bit and cost money, so it's like a resource spend, right? Vehicle, not really a mount. I mean, if you guys feel that that's okay, I'd be happy to include it. Any vehicular mode of transportation. Grabbing crabs. Be gone, thought. That's another question. Is returning to the Lev Mint at a thing acceptable? Like teleporting back to the Lev Mint, is that okay if you're doing any lefts? Like 20 feet, so no issue. Pog. Oh, that feel when we can't do this. Sad face, no roulettes. Unless, actually, no, because this isn't a roulette, this is the Guildhest one. And since it's like, that's the one that we can't do is roulettes. Would we say we're okay with me doing this? Queuing up for the individual duty. It's no different than queuing up for a dungeon for MSQ progression. It's not roulettes. No, we don't organize parties. Like, I'm not allowed chat's help or anything with this. This is just 100% like a me solo. Because there's no reason for me to rerun dungeons because I can't equip the gear from dungeons. I can only craft my gear. The only thing that Guildhest would give is, upon completion, would be EXP. It's a question of whether or not it's acceptable. I know, I kind of leave it to, like, I'll ask whether or not chat feels it's acceptable. And then we will do it if it's voted as a yes as a majority in chat. I removed the once. I did put like doing raids and things multiple times are fine because it means that you can like do them for the challenge in the sense of if it's not a mandatory queue then it's a no-go. Well, guild heists aren't a mandatory queue. They are only used like early on and they give a little bit of bonus XP. Like you get a first time bonus completion. That's about it. So it's whether or not that is acceptable. Still need to go back there. I really don't remember going to the thing. For the thing. For more thing with the thing, you know? Thingy. Alright, what do we got? Cards with key items. Gotta go put it on the scarecrow. Is there anything else here in Western? Skull Valley, Mantis. Get me Carbuncle to heal. Monster Scobber. Fat Dodos are on the list. Fuck them up, fuck them up, fuck them up, fuck the dodo up. Alright, there's the Fat Dodos done. Put you on heal. What's this at thing? I'm gonna just stand over here. Just pull this bomb away from a pack of mobs. So I can get Carbuncle on it without causing Gus to hit things. It's right in the middle there, that's a big yikes. Alright, we are going to get to our next quest bit. This is where playing in Eureka has helped lads, we understand sight and sound aggro. I guess the other question is whether or not return would be an acceptable form of teleport. No walk. I mean, my reason for arguing return is acceptable is because it is like a 900 second cooldown and you can only have one spot set. So it's incredibly limited usage. They are fine. What, like doing return teleport spells? What is hearthstoning? Please explain the concept to me. Text location. Okay. So then if return is okay, then that's good. All good. Are you able to like link the whatever you're checking so I can like have it as like proof? Because I want to make sure that anything that I do add to it is like it's a 30-minute CD. I mean, return's like much the same, right? And it's like super limited use. I think it would only ever really speed up early game. Just because of how much like you are teleporting back to town. But I think once you hit a certain point, it's going to be like a non-issue. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Can we out-damage this? Am I going to die to doing this? Alright, we live dangerously. Just going to put return, /return is allowed. Hearthstone equiv. I'll put it in like... The question is though, can I take Aleport back to LIMSA? Because I want to take a boat. Because I can. Oh wow, you can only use the ferry at level 15. Alright, cool.